Hello everybody, Mike Arnold here, co-founder of Pat Trading Partners along with Bob Iacchino. Quick favor, if you're a subscriber to this channel and you like what we're doing, if you could watch some extra videos over the next 30 days. We have to get our video view time up to retain our YouTube creator status over the next 30 days. So any extra videos you could watch, even if they're just on in the background, you're just listening to them, would be very helpful to keep this channel going. We really appreciate everyone who watches our video and subscribes and comments and is learning to trade better with us. So IOTA, let's take a look at this. We came down, went to a 242 level, then the 237 level. Then I did another projection down to the pausing area, which gave us the next level down of 196.50, which we hit. Now we're rebounding back up. Going to be watching for key resistance coming in at 245 to 250 now. That's going to be the area we're watching into the bottom of this rotation zone. And if we go into the rotation zone and all the way through it, we're looking for a return to about the 290 level. We also have the declining 21, and that 290 level is also this little key support, which was also here. So that's prior support becoming resistance up there with the declining rotation zone. Pull off a couple of these levels here just to clean up the charts. Let's take a look at the daily. So, all right, you see where we spiked down there. Now the next level is below there. Should we keep going down? Again, we have a cluster between 169 and 173. That's going to be major support. If that is broken, we'll be watching for 152 and then possibly down to 130 and eventually 105 should the sell-off continue. We have the cross of the rotation zone, and on a very strong rally on a daily basis, we have the hooking over 50-day exponential and the 8 coming into virtually the same area, which would be major resistance around 320. And keep in mind, these will keep coming down. So if this pauses or slowly drifts back up, these are going to come down probably closer to about this $3 mark to 307. So somewhere in there is going to be your major resistance levels to watch for on a rally back up. Keep in mind, the rotation zones are against us. So this is where if you did pick up some, I'd at least move up your stops, especially when it gets in that 4-hour rotation zone. And then if it starts turning back down, you take some off. You take some of your profits and then wait for the back down move. Again, we can then watch for a capitulation bottom, a double bottom, some RSI divergence patterns we've talked about. There's many people who will use Bollinger Band patterns or something else. So you can watch for high probability setups, but don't just rush in and buy, especially in these little mini rallies. Know what your plan is. Let's check in on the weekly for IOTA too. All right, so we're back smack dab into the middle of the rotation zone. Spike down just below the rotation zone on it, but now we're back in the middle of it, trading at this 62.5% key GAN level. So we've easily worked off the overbought condition. Now we have to see and wait for the high probability setups to figure out what to do next in IOTA, whether it's going to continue lower or if we're going to get some good buying opportunities. But again, no rushing in just yet. Switching over to LITECOIN, so we hit our key cluster area 173 to 174 in here, found a little support, bounced up, tested the declining 8, then fell down. We did another projection then down from this high on the 6th to the low on the 16th, which gave us this 141.47 and then the 123.10 level. We then sold off that 141.47. We actually dipped slightly below it to 137.32. Now rallying back to the underside of the rotation zone and the prior GAN cluster, right around this 173, 174 area. So that is our first area we're watching for to see if this does turn back down. If it continues to rally through, we're watching for a return right around to the 50% level, this 200 mark, and the declining 21 on a stronger rally back up. I'm going to remove some of these levels that have already been hit so we can clean up the charts a little and switch to the daily charts to see what happens if we turn lower again. So if we do turn lower again, we'll watch for the first level support back at this 141 to 138 level. And then we have a cluster down here, 123 to 125, and the key retracement level 117. So between 117 and 125 is going to be very key. If that is broken, possibly down to the $97 to $100 mark. Now, we have the cross rotation zone. Again, a lot of these cryptos look similar. We have the hooking over 50 and the 8 coming in. So you can see where that 200 level is, which would be back to the 50% retracement. Remember, on these retracement levels, a lot of time the GAN, it rotates between them. So if we do rally up, do not be surprised to see that $200 mark again. But then this rotation zone is going to be coming down, and there's going to be major resistance of about 210 to 214. So we have to see if it does rally back up, how it reacts to that. We still don't have a great bottoming pattern yet. Let's check in on the weekly. Again, it's time to be patient. Back to the rotation zone. Hit the bottom end of the rotation zone, also lining up. This is why you should look at these multiple time frames and line up these key levels, because it's really going to help you do pinpoint targets, especially if you have other entry strategies. We don't go over every one of our entry strategies here because some of them are shorter term and we can't produce the videos that quick. But these are the kind of things you want to look for. You know, where you get the 141.47, you have the bottom of the rotation zone on the weekly basis, and if you had a high probability entry pattern there, you might be able to take advantage of it, and as it rallies back in that 4-hour rotation zone, take some profits off and at least move up your stops. So right now we're back in the middle of the rotation zone, and you can also see here the hooking over 8 is coming in right at that 50% level too, so that's going to be major resistance on a weekly time frame right around that 200 mark. Hope these videos on the IOTA and LITECOIN have helped you. Again, if you can watch some extra videos, help us out with some viewing time, it would be greatly appreciated. If you're new to this channel, please like, subscribe, and comment, and help us keep the videos coming. Thanks to everyone who already is a subscriber and watches these videos. We really appreciate you and all your comments and feedback, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.